Hey, hello. Today is a day for world bridges. It is world bridging that is going to be required of some of us. On this portal, this 1212 portal, this portal of endings, old world endings. There is a call for great detachment within. There is a call to allow the inner self to surrender to a kind of inner free fall. Notice what happens when you hear the word free fall. Notice where there is tension, constriction, reactions. And this is why today is, for some of us, a day of free fall. Inwardly, when we go into free fall, we can detach for just this moment outside of space and time. We can detach from the stories of what has been, from the stories that have coloured our past. If we allow ourselves to do this, we liberate. We liberate our legs. We liberate this body. We liberate this human I. For a moment. And a moment is all it takes when that moment is happening within us, outside of space and time. So I will offer a meditation in a few minutes that may or may not assist with this. An invitation to sit with this inner free fall. Free falling within is not about not going out into the world today and taking the action it is for us to take. Many of us present with this current day, for the UK in particular, we have action to take. But all of us have action of some sort to take today. And this is why I say today is a day for world bridging. If we can be calm, centered, detached, surrendered within, and yet go out there, here, and take the action that it is for us to take today, we will have been the world bridgers. That support what is now a tremendous ending. This ending is happening on the inner planes, in our consciousness. And that's so important, because our consciousness is where the seed of our choices take root. And we can help this ending take root more deeply, more firmly. If we can bridge these worlds, simply put, maintain an inner calm and detachment. And if you're living in England, maybe go out and vote if you have not already done so. It's just the call, a call to those who hear this. There will be great pulls on our attention and our awareness. There was a great fervour that has been generated, and this has been of great service in leading us up to making our choices. If we can detach now from this fervour, we can lift how we are in service. Those of you in resonance with these words maybe have some understanding of what I mean here. So, that was a call, an invitation, a suggestion for some of us. And now I'd like to offer some space for meditation. So if you're feeling to, take a moment here, just a few minutes of your time. A space to be still in the body, or at least still enough to feel your body. Bring the awareness and the attention to the beating of the heart. Just that there is a beating of the heart. Closing the outward facing eyes, turning them inwards, letting them drop down now into the seat in the center, into the heart. Listening here for this heart beat, knowing that whether we hear it, this heartbeat is there. Imagining that we are resting here in our hearts and centers. Present with the heartbeat and the space between the heartbeats. Just knowing that there is this space between the heartbeats. And with intention, letting go of whether we achieve this, nothing to achieve. Having the intention to be, to drop, to fall into, to fall inwards into the space between the heartbeats. Falling into the self. Opening to the possibility that here we are floating. All our needs are met before we even have them. Just taking a moment to be present here now with the sensations in the body, noticing these, any rhythms, the rhythm of the breath, the rhythm of the heartbeat, until there is stillness in our awareness. Stillness in the body. Stillness in the space beyond the thoughts, beyond the mind. Maybe all those noises and all those thoughts there, but somewhere beyond them, whether we touch it or not, there's stillness. Let this be just an idea, but maybe it's there. And feeling how we feel in this moment. Being present now with the breath, the strength of that vitality as we breathe in, breathe out, that there is something here that is effortless. We are not doing, but perhaps we are carried on this breath. This breath breathes in us. An invitation to relax whatever part of us is holding on to tension. Invite that now to drop, to let go, and to know that we are carried on our breath. We can relax and be breathed. We're not the ones doing the breathing. And just notice what comes up with that, how the body reacts, any emotions, any thoughts. Let them arise. Notice them, look at them, and let them pass. Bringing the awareness now to the breath that simply is. Notice the breath as a rhythm. The rhythm makes a movement in our bodies. This movement has a shape. Whatever that shape is. And that shape, any shape, has a center. So let's use our awareness, our intention, to bring the attention to simply be in the center, whatever that means. Maybe we touch that feeling of floating. Maybe it's just an idea. In that idea of floating, or in that feeling of floating, or even in that knowingness of floating, it was an invitation to breathe fully, the vital breath, to invite that vitality of life force, to be both in that spaciousness, floating, held, and at the same time inviting that vital breath of life to breathe us fully into the body, into the heart, into the heart of every cell in the body. A breath of vitality breathing us now. Let the words be words and be present with how we feel. The simple things: breath, sensation, stillness. Nothing to do. And invite ourselves to drop back into this sensation, this feeling, this place, and this state. At moments throughout our day, as we bring our awareness now back to the body, listening to where it might want to move or stretch, where that breath might want to open us a little, what feels tight, what feels cramped, what wants to breathe and move and stretch. So the invitation is to have a little listen to the toes, the fingers, the shoulders, the necks, the hips. And without forcing that breath, let it open us up a little. Open up those tight places. That breath of vitality arising from within stillness. There to help us be world bridges today. To be with the stillness and to be in motion with aliveness. aliveness arising from the stillness. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.